Hi, I'm Professor Richert, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to create a wonderful tool called Storyboard that you can use to help you with visualizing your goals. All right, so Storyboard's super simple. You may have seen a storyboard in use before, maybe for a favorite movie or a comic book, right? And typically for that kind of thing, there is many panels, but we are going to use a very simple storyboard tool, and it's just going to have 4 panels, and the 4 panels are going to be labeled before, during, soon after, and long after. So if you think of this as a story arc with things being the way they are before and then something happening and then what the effects are and the long after effects are, that's what we're going for. And what's the purpose of this? You often think about creating goals at the start of a project, right? But this is really about determining a vision, right? So you're going to really think about a vision for what you're doing. It could be taking my course, it could be doing a major project at work. What's your vision? You're not just using your sort of left brain, logical, goal-setting written work. You're using that part of your brain that is responsible for visioning and emotion and creativity, right? So you may be saying right about now, okay, Professor Richert, but I can't draw, okay? This is not high art, folks. If you're an artist, go for it. But if you're not an artist, all we're talking about is stick figures, right? You could use some words in this, or maybe there's something that figure is thinking about, right? If you want to draw some pretty simple things that could be understood, like a little box that's an iPad, let's say, and lines, or perhaps other kinds of simple movement to show emotion or show motion, right? No problem. We can all manage that level of drawing. And so let's see how that might play out in a thing that you do. Let's say you're taking my course and you are thinking about the purpose of this for you. What is the story of this for you? Before, perhaps you have a job at work and you've been in that sort of situation where 2 of your colleagues are talking and basically what it sounds like to you is blah, 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 right? And you might feel confused. Maybe you're actually unhappy. You feel left out. You can't really contribute your ideas, right? But then during learning about this, you say, oh, hey, that is what we're talking about here, right? You're learning, you're sort of seeing theory in action, right? You may be collaborating with your colleagues in class and talking about things that have to do with management, right? Soon after, yes, I want you to get A's, and you guys are going to get A's, and you're going to graduate, right? But let's think about what it might mean for you. Maybe now, when you're at work and you're with some colleagues who are talking about things, you are a real contributor, right? They say, oh, let's do this and have ideas, right? And you say, actually, you know what, we should do this. And they say, yes. You are able, through your understanding, to really contribute in a totally new way and be included. And what does that look like for you in the long after? Let's say one of the goals for this class is really to help you climb that corporate ladder. And you're seeing yourself in the long after in the CEO spot, or maybe you actually own your own company. Yes, there's money involved in that, right? Good things for your future, for your family, for your community, right? And perhaps even more excitingly, at work, you have folks who are willing to follow you and who really think of you as their mentor, right? So that's an example of an amazing story arc. And if I'd asked you the goals for the course, you might not have really pictured the meaning for yourself, right? So this is something that helps you create meaning. It helps you think about what the long-term impact is for your life, right? And it's a very simple tool, just these little 4 panels. And one thing that you can do is, let's say you're kicking off a project at work and you want to make sure you're going to all get on the same page. You can actually have everyone on the team create their own storyboard, right? And you can notice, hey, that's what's on your storyboard. This is what's on mine. Here are the overlaps. And actually, here's what we need to include, right? Because of this inclusive tool. It's a way to visualize what people intend. Really powerful, really quick. Go for it. Happy storytelling, everybody.